For the average fan, professional sports look like a simple game of ticket sales, jersey purchases, and athletic performance on the field. We see packed stadiums, multi-million-dollar player contracts, and historic championship celebrations. Yet, behind the bright stadium lights, a massive financial system operates entirely out of public view. On any standard corporate balance sheet, a business that relies solely on selling tickets cannot survive the modern economy. In reality, the sports industry has transformed into a complex network of media distribution, real estate development, and private equity investments. Understanding the true business of sports requires moving past the scoreboard and exploring the high-stakes financial architecture that drives billions of dollars behind the scenes. To truly comprehend why this industry scales so aggressively, one must look at how sports operate as the absolute last bastion of live, unskippable media entertainment on the planet. In an era where streaming platforms allow consumers to completely bypass traditional advertisements, live sports remain the only product that billions of people insist on watching in real time. This unique cultural dominance gives sports leagues unprecedented leverage over corporations, tech giants, and television networks alike. The money flowing through this ecosystem does not just fund athlete lifestyles, it dictates the development of major metropolitan cities, reshapes international corporate marketing strategies, and establishes massive high-margin revenue funnels that are completely invisible to the casual viewer sitting in the stands. The stability engine of multi-year media and broadcast rights. The foundational pillar that supports the massive valuations of modern sports leagues is not ticket sales or stadium concessions, but long-term broadcasting rights. Media contracts act as a guaranteed financial floor for franchises, completely insulating them from on-field performance or temporary drops in fan attendance. When a league signs a multi-billion-dollar contract with television networks and global streaming giants, that total pool of cash is divided equally among all teams in the league. This means a team sitting at the absolute bottom of the standings receives the exact same broadcast payout as a team winning the championship. This hyper-predictable, recession-proof revenue stream is the primary reason billionaires and private equity firms compete aggressively to buy sports assets. They are not buying a volatile entertainment company. They are purchasing a highly stable media property with guaranteed cash inflow secured for the next decade. Furthermore, this media revenue infrastructure has experienced a massive expansion as traditional cable networks battle tech giants for digital streaming exclusivity. As massive tech corporations deploy billions of dollars to secure live sports for their subscription platforms, the baseline valuation of broadcasting rights has reached unprecedented heights. This corporate warfare ensures that even if a team suffers a terrible losing season and experiences a drop in local ticket sales, its financial survival is completely guaranteed by global media syndication contracts, transforming the franchise into an incredibly secure, low-risk corporate asset. Premium stadium economics over traditional gate receipts. While everyday fans focus on the price of a standard grandstand ticket, sports finance executives view the physical stadium through a completely different lens. The real differentiator between a highly profitable franchise and a struggling one is the total control over high-margin premium spaces. This includes luxury corporate suites, private club levels, and exclusive courtside seating where corporate clients pay astronomical fees for premium access. A single luxury box rented out to a major corporation for a season can generate more pure profit than thousands of standard upper deck seats combined. Furthermore, when a franchise owns its venue, it captures 100% of stadium naming rights, parking fees, and non-sporting event bookings like massive stadium concert tours. Controlling the entire premium ecosystem allows a team to maximize localized revenue that is completely UN-diluted by league-wide revenue-sharing agreements. To maximize this premium revenue, modern stadium architecture is intentionally designed to guide high-net-worth individuals away from the general public and into hyper-exclusive consumer zones. These elite areas feature high-end culinary operations, private entrance gates, and upscale retail environments where corporate sponsors can entertain clients in a high-prestige setting. By shifting the commercial focus from high-volume, low-margin general ticketing to low-volume, ultra-high-margin corporate entertainment, franchises can easily generate millions of dollars in a single night before a single regular fan ever buys a hot dog. The real estate play in dedicated entertainment districts. The most sophisticated ownership groups in professional sports no longer look at a stadium as just a place where games are played. Instead, They view the stadium as a central anchor for massive, multi-acre commercial real estate developments. Teams are now actively building entire mixed-use entertainment districts directly surrounding their venues, featuring luxury apartments, upscale restaurants, corporate office spaces, and hotels. These entertainment districts operate 365 days a year, completely independent of the team's playing schedule. In fact, analytical deep dives into modern sports complexes reveal that the surrounding real estate development can actually generate more consistent operating profit than the sports team itself. By diversifying into residential and commercial rent collection, owners create a permanent financial shield that keeps the organization highly profitable even during the sports off-season. This integration of sports and commercial real estate allows owners to capture the massive appreciation in land value that occurs whenever a new world-class stadium is constructed. By owning the restaurants where fans eat before the game, the bars where they celebrate afterward, and the hotels where traveling supporters sleep, the ownership group builds an enclosed financial loop. This setup effectively turns a simple athletic team into a dominant urban real estate empire, making performance of the players on the field secondary to the asset valuation of the land they play upon. The hidden world of complex licensing and global intellectual property. Beyond the physical boundaries of the home stadium, professional sports organizations operate as sophisticated global licensing grids that monetize intellectual property across multiple international markets. Long before a season begins, franchises negotiate massive retail partnerships to control how their logos, team colors, and player likenesses are utilized on consumer products. This system extends far beyond traditional sports jerseys, reaching into corporate video game franchises, global beverage agreements, and high-fashion streetwear collaborations. This global licensing footprint creates a highly profitable revenue line that carries near zero operational overhead for the club itself. When a fan purchases a branded item anywhere on Earth, the franchise collects a direct royalty percentage on that transaction, without having to manage manufacturing facilities, international shipping logistics, or retail supply chains. By transforming a local athletic identity into an omnipresent lifestyle brand, top-tier sports organizations can successfully capture consumer dollars from individuals who may never watch a live broadcast, turning pure cultural relevance into a scalable revenue machine. The brutal balance sheet drain of the cost of winning. If franchises possess such massive revenue engines, it raises a question of why so many teams struggle to turn an annual profit. The answer lies in the gargantuan, inflexible fixed costs unique to professional sports. Player compensation. In a standard corporate business, labor costs typically consume a manageable percentage of revenue, but in professional sports leagues, players' salaries routinely devour 50 to 60% of total annual revenue. To prevent wealthy owners from simply buying every elite player, leagues implement strict salary caps and luxury tax systems. If an ownership group chooses to spend past the allowed salary limit to build a championship-caliber roster, they are hit with massive financial penalties. These luxury taxes escalate dramatically for repeat offenders, sometimes forcing a team to pay $2 or $3 in penalties for every single dollar they spend over the cap. This makes maintaining a winning roster an incredibly expensive endeavor that can instantly wipe out a team's annual operating profit. Furthermore, the competitive nature of professional sports means that clubs are caught in a permanent spending race against their direct rivals. If one team invests heavily in sports science, advanced data analytics, or elite coaching staff, every other team in the league must match that capital expenditure simply to remain relevant. This structural requirement to constantly reinvest liquid profits back into operational overhead prevents sports franchises from accumulating cash reserves in the same manner traditional corporate enterprises do, keeping them highly asset-rich but frequently cash-poor. The rise of private equity and sovereign wealth allocations. The escalating cost of managing professional sports franchises has fundamentally altered the demographic of team ownership, moving away from wealthy local businessmen and shifting toward international private equity funds and sovereign wealth entities. As team valuations climb past the multi-billion-dollar mark, traditional individual buyers are being systematically priced out of the market. Modern regulatory frameworks across major sports leagues have adjusted to allow institutional investment funds to acquire direct minority stakes in multiple franchises simultaneously. This institutionalization introduces a highly rigorous, data-driven approach to team management that prioritizes global brand scaling, technological optimization, and aggressive digital monetization. Private equity firms analyze sports teams through the exact same financial lens they use for tech startups or industrial manufacturing corporations, seeking to streamline operational efficiencies and maximize future exit multiples. The entry of sovereign wealth funds adds a powerful layer of geopolitical strategy to the mix, as entire nations utilize premium sports assets to drive international tourism, enhance soft power diplomacy, and diversify their sovereign financial portfolios away from traditional energy markets. Valuation multiples vs. traditional corporate cash flow. In the traditional corporate world, companies are valued based on their annual earnings and direct profitability. In professional sports, those traditional financial metrics are almost entirely ignored by investors. Franchises are treated less like standard businesses and more like rare fine art or historical real estate assets. Because the supply of professional sports teams is strictly fixed and global demand from ultra-wealthy buyers continues to skyrocket, asset appreciation is the ultimate goal. When an owner eventually decides to sell a franchise, the purchase price is calculated using a massive multiple of total revenue, completely disregarding whether the team lost money on a month-to-month basis. Owners willingly absorb short-term operational losses because they know the long-term capital gains will be astronomical. The true business model of professional sports is not about collecting profit from game days. It is about controlling a scarce, culturally dominant asset that predictably compounds in value year after year. The intricate hidden mechanics of corporate media negotiations, localized real estate syndication, and high-stakes luxury tax manipulation form the actual engine driving the global sports economy. If you want to continue pulling back the curtain on how elite ownership groups, global media empires, and top-tier digital organizations build and protect their wealth networks across the attention economy, make sure to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss our next behind-the-scenes financial deep dive.